rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's pulled in at the 32. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
You look at the defense for these Texans.
They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The Packers at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
23 yards the pickup there. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be second down.
And Stroud now to throw.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Stroud working out of the gun.
And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And he fields it cleanly. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Throw downfield going to be taken in by Jackson.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 16. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up the 3rd down.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Packers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans.
They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Throwing now is Stroud.
It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Hey, look at this Packers defense.
They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for this secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
Nifty move. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 24.
48 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
Well, this defense for the Packers very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Stroud off the play fake. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And his kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
So another drive coming up for this Packers offense. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. After 1, a 14-3 ball game.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Hey, smash Bronco!
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Offense back out there along with Dameon Pierce.
Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes. Steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now here's Stroud on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Throw left side complete. That's Daniels. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
At the 47-yard line.
Option right, here's Stroud.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Stroud on third down now.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And he is going to have a Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw here.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Wide open receiver complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
13. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Packers are able to add on to their first half lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the route is on here in this first half.
Texans 3.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston.
The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Stroud.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Stroud out of the gun here. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
2nd and 4. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
19, stop, 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler.
They'll look to throw. Touchdown! From 3 yards out.
And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
35. Texans 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Texans with the football here late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll look to throw now on first down. Touchdown, Packers! An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And the route is on here in this first half. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down.
Ready up. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Go.
Final play of the half, Stroud.
It's complete. This is Starks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
This team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. And they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Well, that's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see. Finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler. But again, just 1 yard out of it.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
He'll drop to throw. He'll hit Jackson complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Stoppages. Yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line.
First down, Packers.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second and 9.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Let go.
And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 20-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Looking to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Texans offense now readying for their first possession of the 2nd half.
Let's go.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Check, check.
First down, they go right back to Pierce.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the 2nd half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Here's Stroud. That one complete. It's Tank Dell.
And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
2nd and 6.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Buffalo 18.
Now back to throw.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Another carry for Pierce.
The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now in Houston, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Let's go now.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. To Pierce, they set up the screen.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Stroud now on 1st and 10.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Stroud looking to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Here we go.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6. Stroud. To the right side and caught by Dell.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Play action. Stroud now.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And they'll get this down to the 10. That that puts him in excellent position. First and goal after a gain of 19.
10 for 11. Bronco switch.
Throwing now is Stroud.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Let's go.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Bronco 80.
Stroud will look to throw once more.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Green Bay offense ready to take over.
Check it.
We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the 4th, Charles, it's really, really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards.
And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense taking over again. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Come on.
And Stroud now to throw.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now a throw here to his running back.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game.
20. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Houston set to take over. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Stroud coming right back after the pick six.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour.
They get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Lucas Van Ness picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Now Stroud.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Automatic first down.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready?
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Ready?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, check that. Street.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. And they will take a knee here. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no